Since 1966, the Mini 7 Racing Club has been delivering great racing in Britain's favourite small car. Nowadays, there are 4 classes, all of which are represented on this grid. The fastest being the Mini Melias, 1300cc. They weigh in at 670 kilos. They do 125 miles an hour, 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, and they run on a Dunlop slick tyre. You've got the 7s, 1-litre engines, 660 kilos in weight, 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds on a treaded tyre. There's the S class for drivers on a budget, so it's a 1275cc car with limited modifications, and the Libra class, any A-series block or gearbox, and they're on 10-inch wheels. You add them all together and it just delivers outstanding racing. Expect the Melias to be those at the very head of the field. They are the fastest. The Mini 7s are always typically frantic. So far this year, Aaron Smith has won 3 out of 3 in the Mini Melias. Jeff Smith, the reigning champion in the 7s, has had 2 wins to the 1 of Spencer Wanstall, but Jeff will start from the pit lane, having had to have a tyre change after the lap round to the grid. This promises, though, to be a very lively 20 minutes indeed. There is Jeff Smith, touring car racer of years past. He races this car with the Mini 7 Racing Club. His partner Joe Polly on the grid too. He also races pre-66 historic minis. But at the front of the grid, Nick Padmore on pole, Andrew Jordan alongside in the second row, Lee Deegan and Aaron Smith in the pink car. Jordan makes the best start. He gets his nose in front on the run up towards Paddock, but Nick Padmore tries to brave it out. There's contact between the two. Padmore gets put onto the grass. Jordan will lead as they dive in towards Paddock, and off the road already. There goes Niven Burge. Jordan leads, but Lee Deegan comes up on the outside line. In the pink car on the inside is Aaron Smith, double champion. Smith hits the front going into Druids, and Deegan is having to go for second.
Well, this is a portent of what's to come. We had a terrific race yesterday. The lead 5 cars going away from the rest, and the win only coming to Aaron Smith with an overtake on the very last lap. But Andy Jordan put some touring car manners on Nick Padmore there into turn 1, didn't he?
He did indeed. Aaron Smith, his racing hero, is Andrew Jordan. Lee Deegan, in the meantime, comes up to have a go in second place there. Replay of the start. Andrew Jordan on the outside of row 1. Nick Padmore in the white car on the inside. Jordan makes the better start, but Padmore keeps on coming.
Well, we know minis are very short, and Andy obviously thought he was ahead of Nick Padmore. He actually got the better reaction and just a touch further back. Unlucky for the car going off into the gravel.
And it's brought out the safety car, and somebody's lost a wheel as well going on to the Grand Prix loop. So you've got a 3-wheel car stationary. There's Niven Burge, who is off in the gravel. Safety car is deployed, and there you can see another car that is stranded by the side of the circuit. So we've got the race being neutralised, and it's Aaron Smith up front. And this explains why we've got the 3-wheeler, because there you can see off comes the wheel, and parking by the side of the road out of the race is Joe Polly. So Jeff Smith starting from the pit lane, his partner Joe Polly losing a wheel, and we've got the safety car on track. Niven Burge's car out of the gravel and tries to blast out of harm's way and play catch-up with the rest of the queue, albeit a lap down. Safety car will be in this time. Jeff Smith, 43rd from the pit lane. Now that's 43rd overall. Really, it's his class position that is of concern to him here. So he has got work to do to get higher up the 10th in class. Into the pit lane peels the safety car. Green flag is ready. It's Aaron Smith versus Andrew Jordan. We go racing once more in this 20-minute race. Jordan to the outside line. Aaron Smith then, double champion, unbeaten so far this season. He's got Jordan right up behind him. They dive down through paddock, and the top three having broken away from Lee Deegan on the restart as Jordan has a look to the inside at Druids.
Yeah, Andy Jordan's looking very competitive at the moment. He's absolutely loving life in the Mini paddock and racing this Mini, a car he says he bought on impulse whilst at a track day down at Goodwood.
It's an ex-Wayne Gray car, and it's always been a quick one, but now look at the man in third place, Sam Summerhays, going with the top two. So it's 3 for the lead, then a gap back, and everybody else to be fourth, really. Nick Padmore makes his dive on the inside there to try and get past Rupert Teeth. It is Lee Deegan fourth, though, but Padmore, who started on pole in the white car, has got a lot of work to do. There's another one in the gravel now. That is Stuart Gilby out of the S-class, the real budget class. So the commercial property management chap is, I'm afraid, well ensnared in the gravel. And he had a bit of help on his way, potentially, there. That is at Clearways. That was coming up to the restart. It
was, yeah. No overtaking allowed before they get to the line, but, oh, yeah, a little bit of contact there. Just a misunderstanding, I should think. But,
safety car again.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's a shame we've had the field broken up, really, because at the front we had that incident between Nick Padmore and Andy Jordan, and that's broken up the pack because we had Rupert Deeth yesterday leading the pack, and he's dropped back down a little bit.
Well, this second safety car period is going to bunch them up. Some have seen the flags and some haven't, so yes, now hand out of the window. Drivers warning those behind that I'm slowing because the flags are out. There is Niven Verge running out of sequence because he's a lap down, remember, having been the original trigger of the safety car for his incident on the first lap. So it is a much interrupted race. Hopefully when we get going next time, we'll keep going. So Andrew Jordan, race leader behind the safety car. This is how he managed to do it. Was it before the yellows flew? I think it just about was. Dive through on the inside going into Westfield. Not see any flags there. So Andrew Jordan takes the lead just in the nick of time. But now safety car on track. Yellow flags wave all around the Grand Prix circuit at France. So into the pit lane out of the gravel, Stuart Gilby's car. That means the road should just about be clear at Clearways. Can we therefore have the race getting underway this time around? The lights are still on, so it was always going to be a bit touch and go, so it's going to be one more lap. And the real shame of this is that it's a timed race, so all of this safety car running eats into the original 20 minutes duration. Jason Balding in Strive 2, that car grinding to a halt going up towards Druids. He's managed to get it going again, thankfully. So the newcomer to mini racing now plays catch up to join the queue. Marshals and the rescue team go and find little bits of marker board that need to be retrieved. And so we are ready to go racing, but there's not much time left for somebody to get ahead of Andrew Jordan before the checkered flag. Safety car in this time, our second safety car period at an end. We're going to have around about 7.5 minutes of racing. That's all when we go green. Andrew Jordan leads, Aaron Smith second, Sam Summerhayes third. Down they come then towards the right-hander of Clark curve, ready to go racing with Rupert Deeth fourth, in fifth Lee Deegan, sixth Nick Padmore. And Aaron Smith is right on the tail of Jordan as they come up towards the timing line, ready to go racing once more. Here they are, virtually overlapping as they get to the green flag. Aaron Smith knows all about winning in Mini Amelia racing. He's won races, he's won the championship twice, and it's game on for third place as well. Look, because Deeth goes around the outside to get ahead of Summerhayes. So now, working his way forward, very much one to watch. Rupert Deeth there in the silver car in third place.
Yeah, we had a good restart by Andy Jordan. He went very early on the exit of Stirling's, but his car's just a little bit loose at the rear. You can see the rear just stepping out. It did it at Clearways and at Paddock Hill Bend, which is giving Aaron Smith a little bit of incentive. It may just be a slightly cold rear tyre, but it's certainly a little bit nervous on the fast.
So right now, Jordan leads, but with the queue building behind him in the Mini 7 class at the moment. It is Ross Billison looking for a maiden victory there. The leading Libra car is in the hands of Rob Davis, who's taken one win this year. But up front, it's 3, nearly 4 for the lead. And look at the next pair, because you've got there on the inside Deegan just being able to keep Nick Padmore at bay. Jordan now trying to get away as Smith defends from Deeth, who is defending from Summerhayes. And in fact, it's now 5th, 6th and 7th together, because also now joining the party is Kane Astin, number 11. But Jordan's under attack. Smith crawling all over the back of him. Padmore goes to the inside of Deegan. Single-seater race winner in India over a year ago, Lee Deegan in the 1600cc MRF Challenge. But look at this leading line. It is growing corner by corner.
Yeah, Rupert Deeth actually passed Summerfield on this lap. He led all of the race yesterday until Aaron Smith just pipped him on the last lap. So he's out for a bit of revenge, I think.
Here they come then towards the line. Jordan right on the limit, but right on his tail is Aaron Smith in the pink car, who looks to the outside line. The Swift Tune prep car of Jordan on the inside, but it's not good enough. Grant has it. Round the outside goes Smith. Jordan will break late, and he's back through on the inside. Deep rides the curve, and he's almost with them now.
Yeah, but can Jordan hold on to the lead? I'm not sure he can, no. Up the inside goes Aaron Smith. Great cutback out of Paddock Hill Bend.
So Jordan down to second, Deep is third. Deegan gets run out by Aston. Look, Aston has gained one spot from Padmore. He's about to get past Lee Deegan as well as they drop into Graham Hill Bend. So, unbeaten in the Melias this year thus far, it is Aaron Smith that leads the pack as they dive now into Surtees there with the damage on the front. Nick Padmore on the inside of Deegan, who's on the inside of Aston. There's no change in the order, but refreshingly, they all come out the other side of the left-hander.
Yes, very close racing. Padmore trying to recover. He actually had the fastest lap in race 1, which gave him pole for race 2. Oh, up the inside comes Rupert Death, and he's through on Jordan. The slipstream working on the run down to Hawthorns, but Jordan trying to come back as they approach Westfield.
Smith won the Saturday race from Death, from Jordan. It's the same top three. Sam Summerhays, who was 6th yesterday, runs 4th. And don't rule him out yet for a place on the notional podium because he's still staying with them, although Smith is just edging away ever so slightly up front.
Yeah, the moment you get two cars battling, they slow each other down, which can give the advantage to the closing car or the one in front, and that's certainly what Aaron Smith's looking for.
And then, number 11, Kane Aston, who is in 5th place. Look, in the, there it is, blue and yellow colours. He's done the fastest lap of the race, and for the moment, he's got clear air ahead of him. So, can Kane Aston, in the remaining 4 minutes, get up onto the back of that leading gaggle?
Yeah, I fancy this lap might be a bit slow. If you remember, they were 3 wide going into Surtees. Looks like they're going to be 3 wide into Paddock behind this lead 3.
Out wide, there goes Smith. Death lines up for a go on the inside. Andrew Jordan waiting for it to present an opportunity for him. He's there in 3rd. Sam Summerhays still going really nicely in 4th place. And then Aston is next up. He's about, what, 1.5 seconds back. So he's got work to do to catch up, but he might just be able to get there. He's got Deegan. And then, look, Endaf Owens, number 32, gets ahead of Nick Padmore. So poleman Padmore, who got squeezed at the start, he's picked up damage, but he's dropping down the order.
He is. It's just not unravelled well for him, has it? I remember this race at Thruxton last year, the first time we had them on the Token paddock, and it was a fantastic slipstreaming battle, and Nick Padmore used his nous very well that day to come through and win, but he's got other races. He's got another race later on today.
New leader, round the outside goes Rupert Death, so our 3rd different leader. And is Rupert Death going to be able to stay ahead when it counts? Jordan's all over the back of Smith. Smith is all over the back of Death. Sam Summerhays having a great run here. They're in 4th position. Look, as they come now out on Westfield, down towards Sheen Curve and Dingle Dell. And any one of these 4 could yet be the race winner.
Well, I thought Rupert Death would have his dander up, having led all yesterday and got pipped on the last one. He started 5th for this one, and he's driven through to the lead so far. But it's that man, Aaron Smith, who shadowed him all the way yesterday. He won't want a repeat of what happened yesterday.
Kane Aston shouting, wait for me, getting closer and closer. Look as he gets away from the next battle pack on the inside. Endafo into the middle. Lee Deegan, Nick Padmore's white trim trailing car slots in behind. Colin Peacock is almost with them as well, but the leading 3-4 now come over the line. Look at this, what a battle. 4 of them absolutely as one as they come storming past. There's no room for Colin Peacock, number 0, and smoke from Endafo. Car as bodywork rubs against the tyre there. So Endafo might be in strife. On the inside line, Aaron Smith goes for the lead. Summerhays round the outside of Jordan. There's contact. Deep gets harpooned in all of that. Off he goes. Summerhays is involved as well, and that is a real shame for Rupert Deep, who has driven really well to get himself into the lead.
That is a shame, because he left room for Aaron Smith to come up the inside, and in leaving himself room, he got tangled up with Andy Jordan.
So Jordan's picked up damage as well. Kane Aston goes through to gain places, so we'll unravel all this in a moment, but Aaron Smith looks as though he's going to make it 4 from 4. Talk us through this.
Yeah, Rupert leaves room on the insides for Aaron Smith, and unbeknown to him, Jordan and Sunfield coming around the outside, they all tangled.
One of those things, wasn't it? Sam Summerhays gets away. Rupert Deep picking up damage. Andrew Jordan's got damage and is dropping back. There's Padmore's damaged car. Summerhays slots in behind Deegan ahead of Owens and Peacock. So it's going to be a very jumbled order at the end of the last lap of the race. But now look, it is Aaron Smith ahead of Kane Aston. No, it's not. It's ahead of Andrew Jordan. So Kane Aston was briefly up in the second. Andrew Jordan's dropped back ahead. Padmore is 4th. But there's quite a lot of walking wounded now.
There is, and there's only going to be 1 lap left at the end of this, because the clock is counting down with 52 seconds, so the flag won't come out this lap, but it will come out on the next. There's lap times of 1 minute 44.
Jordan versus Aston, absolutely side by side as they come down towards Clearways. Andrew Jordan, who's lost that wheel arch on the left front, trying to defend. Kane Astin tries to get the undercut. Andrew Jordan fends him off, elbows out. Andrew started in minis in his Mini-Cross Junior Rallycross days. Now goes back to his roots in a sense. He's raced minis at Goodwood, but now doing Mini Melia racing. 1300cc engines these cars have got, and they're round the paddock for the last time. Kane Astin now under attack from Nick Padmore, who looks to the inside line, but can't find a way by there.
Yeah, some pretty good self-tapping screws on that wheel arch that Nick Padmore's got, because I'm amazed it's stayed on.
So we've got one more lap to hang on in there. So the race leader, Aaron Smith, he's going to win by, seemingly, a mighty margin. He's in the traffic now as well, some of the slower sevens, but that hardly tells you the story of the race. It could be anybody's for second. Jordan, Astin, Padmore, any of those three could come out on top, but you see the gap between them and the race leader, who is there getting through the back-marking S-Class or sevens. Right, Jordan doesn't know who to defend from because Padmore's coming up to have a go, so is Kane Astin. Down towards Hawthorns they come. Get past the traffic too. Lee Deegan is hanging on to fifth place in the background. And yes, Nick Padmore, still with the bodywork peeling back. He's still just about staying attached to the car. Looks for a way past Astin. Jordan, though, at Westfield, hangs on the second place. And when they've been racing, it's been great racing.
Yeah, they do. I mean, Jordan's car looks very twitchy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know he's got great car control, but these minis are twitchy at the best of times. But Andy's car never looks like it's exactly in a straight line.
It's not phasing him much, though, is it?
No.
Astin third, Padmore fourth, ahead of all of them. Aaron Smith, then, who took 2 wins at Donington. He is going to be able to back that up with a second win of the weekend here at Brands Hatch. The checkered flag is ready. He's on the power coming through Clearways into Clark Curve now, then, sprinting his way up towards the line to put a lap on Philip Gillibrand right at the end. It's another win, then, for Aaron Smith. Comes across the line in the Dunlop Mini Melia Challenge, supported by Mini Spares. Aaron Smith wins from Andrew Jordan in second place, Nick Padmore third, Kane Astin drops to fourth on the line, ahead of Lee Deegan, Endaf Owen, Sam Summerhays, seventh from Colin Peacock. In ninth place at Flagfall is Dave Drew, and the top 10 rounded out by Jason Porter. Now, we've not seen much of the sevens, however, they have been hard at it all the way through, and Andrew Devaney putting himself into the lead of the class. It was ahead of Ross Billison, but now it is Max Hunter who is doing the chasing. So this is the lead battle. Max Hunter, champion of years past. Andrew Devaney, 7 champion as well. 2 of the top drivers here, benefiting from Jeff Smith's problems on the installation lap, forcing a pit stop and a pit lane start. And down they come then to see who's going to come out on top. It's going to be a drag to the flag, but I think Andrew Devaney, with the old British Leyland stickers on the car, gets his nose in front, but he's going to be out-dragged, isn't he? Max Hunter comes up on the inside line. It's going to be a virtual dead heat between the two of them. Look as they come to the line. Devaney just gets across the line ahead, but only just. The margin, 94 thousandths of a second.
Yeah, nice bit of side drafting that for Devaney, who ran a bit wide on the exit of Druids, but side drafted Hunter to get back in the lead before we got to the line.
Fantastic stuff. Andrew Devaney, Max Hunter, the top 2. Spencer Wanstall finishing third of the sevens. The winning Libra car is that of Dan Lewis, who was last on the grid, in fact, within their part of the race. And what about the Libra? What about the 7Ss? Well, that, fingers crossed, is going to go the way of 712, Greg Dorr, who comes through to score victory. And this is that oh-so-close finish. Anything the BTCC can do, so can Mini 7. Side by side to the flag, and Andrew Devaney knows he's done it, and he does it by a Nats Watson. 94 thousandths the margin.
Yeah, the thumbs up as well from Hunter. That's nice to see. Well, Andy Jordan's gone third, second. Can he win the feature race later on this afternoon? We'll have to wait and see.
So there the drivers in Parc Ferme. A little bit of damage assessment, but they'll all be good, ready to fight again later on in the day. That hopefully has whetted your appetite for what promises to be a great race. There is Kane Astin and Andrew Jordan, who enjoyed that battle, and Kane Astin yet again comes out on top, unbeaten this year in the Dunlop Mini Melia Challenge. So a delighted Aaron Smith, winning once again, and having relished that battle with Andrew Jordan, celebrating in Parc Fermé. But once more, Aaron Smith is on top, and he's unbeaten in the Dunlop Mini Melia Challenge.